welcome back. Looks like December's upon us, and it's time to do our Christmas cards. I'm going to have a little series over the next month of Christmas cards for you to do. These are just some of them. They're not too hard. People love to receive these kind of cards. Very personal, and it's all original artwork. So let's get going. Now I'm just going to wet my paper. The top part of the paper anyway. So I can get my background in, my sky, my forest, a little bit of yellow ochre, lay down my first color, a little bit of Indian yellow, darken it up a tad, mix it all in. Put it down, and I've got the bottom part of my sky, and clean up my brush, put a little blue, ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, and actually I put a touch of purple in there just to darken it up. When I put the purple in, it sort of acts as clouds when I cover the yellow. Now I'm going to put the middle ground in, which of course is the forest background, the forest middle ground rather. I start off with a green gold for the bottom part, and then I'm going to add a little bit of brown. The brown that I'm using is I'll have to get to that. I'm putting in a little bit of orange in here for the treetops and lifting it up just to show the points of the pine trees, just so it's not all even. Yeah. And now we're going to put some snow shadows in. I take a little bit of the ultramarine blue mixed with a little bit of the purple, just basically the same thing I put in the sky here. I'm using one of my calligraphy brushes with a sharp point to it just to do these shadows. And here we are. I'm going to paint some trees now. And this is basically another calligraphy brush. The one I'm using actually is a Winsor Newton with a fine point. And I'm going to be able to draw the smaller lines, the thin lines. Actually, what I'm doing here is adding my orange and Venetian red, just to give the treetops a little bit more color. Now I'm going to dry it off a little so that I can paint the main trees, the foreground trees, over it, and doesn't spread. It'll just be a nice solid tree trunk that I paint. So if you don't have a hairdryer, just give it a few minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes to dry, and it should be ready for painting. But because we're filming this, I want to get this done quickly. So I'm just running the hairdryer over it for a minute or two, and I should be ready now. It's dead space. Now I'm just going to put in my stream, and the stream is going to show the reflection of the sky and the forest. So I'm just lightly putting in a nice little yellow ochre, and I'm going to add the oranges, the reds, the Indian yellow that will reflect the forest and the sky colors in the stream. There we go with a little red. Again, that's basically a reflection of the forest treetops. Now I'm going to put in the trees, and I basically mix a couple of colors. I use a Payne's gray and a brown, and just draw a night with my fine point, point brush. I draw my lines, and I try and get them almost to the top. I try to use about 2/3 of the paper here. And now I'm going to put on some branches, and I like to put a lot of branches on it, just sort of makes it look better. So for this, you really have to have a very fine point on your brush. I find that hard to do. The brush I'm using here is a Winsor Newton Chinese calligraphy brush, and they're fairly reasonable. They're not expensive at all. The only trouble is they don't last forever. The points go bad on them. But anyway, just find any fine point brush and get your lines in. Draw the lines here or there, helter-skelter, no particular way, but just really coming off of the main trunks, up and down, out to the side. And each branch I have another branch coming off of. Now we're just going to balance the other side off with some more trees. And again, the black and the brown, the Payne's gray and the brown, mostly Payne's gray, make it look nice and dark. Payne's gray is sort of dull. I put the brown in just to give it some strength. Helps it look a little darker, a little bit more solid. So I paint the tree in, and I put my branches in. Fairly simple, takes a few minutes, but this is the detail of the painting. The rest of it is all done fairly quickly, fairly easily. Now I take a little bit of my burnt sienna, and I'm putting in some grass strokes here. The burnt sienna is just to show sort of a winter color. It's not green, it's brown grass, and I'm just doing the grasses. I give a base to the trees so it doesn't look like they're floating in the air. And I put some grass marks throughout the painting just to show the slope of the land. And I'm just darkening off a little bit of the bottom of the forest in the midground there. I just lightened it up a tad. I thought it was a little too dark. So I took a tissue and just blotted it so it wasn't too dark. Now I'm going to take my sponge and fill it with some dark colors, basically brown, green, it doesn't really matter. And I want to give the background trees some depth and some contrast, just so it doesn't look like one big blotch. And here I'm just going to put in some more shadows on the stream, just to darken it up, just to give it also a little bit more contrast. And I'm painting some ripples into the water, make it look a little bit more natural, more realistic. And a few grasses on the shore of the stream. A few more grasses on the snow. Just darkening up my tree trunks. Another tree in here. A few more shrubs. Now I'm going to put some snow in here. So I just dip my brush into the white. Going to get a little bit more white, put a little bit more water on here, and splatter the snow on. Again, make sure you've got enough water and enough paint in there to splatter it. And pretty simple, just bang it against another brush and your snow will come out. If you're not used to this, practice it on something first before you do it, so that you don't get the drops too big and that you get them big enough. It'll take some practice, but within 3, 4, or 5 minutes, you'll get used to it. You'll know exactly what you're doing. And there you have it. We're basically done. I'll take the tape off and show you the card. It'll have its own border. It'll look beautiful. You can print your own special message on the inside. People will love receiving these from you. The hand-painted cards are always received well by anybody that I give them to. Thank you for watching. I've enjoyed doing this for you. Again, we're going to do some more Christmas cards throughout December. So I hope you come back and watch what we do. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you soon.